football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Clemson Tigers and the Florida State Seminoles. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Florida State's head coach told me before the game his running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Clemson will put it away to get this one started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Seminoles, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. The option, the keeper. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
These read option plays are very hard to stop because you got to have enough guys in the box to play that immediate run, but also always be ready for that quarterback to take the ball and scoot out wide.
And when the quarterback operates this like a magician, it makes it even tougher.
Yeah, when he can see it, read it, and just flat go, those easy plays right there. I mean, he just picks up a little bit of yardage, but he can do it again and again and again. It's just frustrating.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play. So it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. And you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Pulls and fires complete. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. And this one is perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The run inside. It's Haynes. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
2
he has enough to move the chains.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the second level, you just held your breath because you thought there was a chance they could break it off for a touchdown. This guy has that same dynamic playmaking ability.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. On the ground, it's Haynes. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after. Like the quickness.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time.
Oh, he found a space on the right. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Quarterback keeper. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Wants to throw. It's Daniels. Quick completion on the out. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. The Noles moving quickly to the line.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll give it to him again. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Quickly complete. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him.
There he goes to the left. Inside the touchdown, Seminoles. Rolled his way into the end zone.
And it's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. As we get a look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. The handoff to Johnson. Maybe some room here. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. Pickup of 5, it's now 2nd and 5.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, we saw it in that play.
Running inside, it's Haynes. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. All by himself down the middle. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's shown it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Looking for a man, it's Daniels. Swings it out to the flat. Still on his feet at the 40. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football.
Finding some room. Makes it past the marker. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry old school Clemson great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a throwback.
Trying the left side. Fights off a defender. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, an excellent field position for this offense. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like,
here's a little room there. Touchdown, Tigers! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Snagged in the middle. It's Lopez. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down. And the Knowles right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Looking to throw on first down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Goes to the option. Gain of 2 on the play sets up 3rd and 8.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
It'll be 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Gets the back moving. To the air, it's Daniels. Snagged out of the air. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Seminoles, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. He'll do it himself, but nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Eighth play of the drive, and to keep this one going, they'll need to convert a 3rd and 5. Making side adjustments here. He's looking to pass. Going for 6. Touchdown, Florida State. Gets it into the end zone.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
So they chose to just go ahead and kick it, so they're still down by 1. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's complete on the right side. Breaks into the open. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Clemson jumps to the line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. He'll pull it down. Took care of it himself. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here comes Clemson with another first down. From the gun. Under fire. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This one's complete. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Johnson. Might have a chance. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
This has been an outstanding job by this football team in the middle 8, right? The last 4 minutes of the first half, they score a touchdown, and here in the first 4 minutes of the second half, they score another. They've changed the scoreboard. They've changed the momentum. Their confidence right now is very, very high. But this is one of those areas situationally in the game coaches are always harping on, and they have executed perfectly.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll move the wide receiver. To throw, it's Daniels. Looking to the big tight end. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Quarterback just threw that one wide. Might have been bothered that the defender was going to try to undercut that route and pick it off.
Yeah, and those out routes, remember, you're throwing all the way towards the sideline, so it's a longer throw. And you're right, if you miss short Reese, that DB gets to take it, collect it, and go back to the house the other direction. So you definitely want to miss long, but I just wouldn't say that long.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's got enough to move the chains and convert, but we'll see if they're content to just let this clock run here late in the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We begin with a look at Wisconsin taking on the number 8 team, the Pitt Panthers. And it's Pitt on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon.
Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack.
Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Haynes. Picks up the first down. There's some room. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. From the gun, the ground game. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. He's now piled up 68 yards on the ground so far in this one, and he is closing in on that 1,000-yard mark. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Might as well give it to him again. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Gets it to the back. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. The Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
That's caught. It's Robinson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Quarterback may change this route. Just keeps slinging it. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. Being chased. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The run inside. It's Haynes. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Right down the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job.
Makes a grab and room to run. Lowers those pads. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
Running inside, it's Haynes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. His third touchdown of the game and 12th of the season.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
Coming out with it, it's Singleton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game, but I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Tight end now in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Trying play action. Throws for the tight end. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
Finds a man in the middle. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Dropping back, it's Daniels. Makes the grab over the middle. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. The Noles, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Red pass, it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's the pressure. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? He sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. And it's incomplete. The defense knocks it away as we have knocked down 3 quarters and head to the 4th. Clemson will send the punt team out. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter.
Snags it and he's open. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Seminoles want to crank the tempo. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
That's a throw the quarterback would like to have back. He forced that one into double coverage. That means somebody else was wide open. Quarterback really needs to be better moving forward, working through his progressions.
So now it's 2nd and long. Headed to the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Noles. Getting set for the point after. Splits the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly, but when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dome. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Shoots it to the left. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Let's see if this rally can continue. A touchdown followed by the stop, and now they've got the ball back. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Takes the easy throw in the flat. They got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. And the Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Using his feet. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Noles come to the line with a new set of downs.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get...
Makes the grab in their space. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Fires left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Right on target this time. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Wants to keep it in the air. Touchdown, Florida State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football. But here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
send out the offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you, a huge third down. It's complete to the right. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. They go to the ground.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Haynes. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. That'll be a 1st down, and the last one they'll need as they're going to get the victory in this one.
I love the play call in this situation. You need 1 first down to ice the game, so you're just throwing to the sticks, trusting your quarterback to make the right read. In rhythm, they get it done. They're going to walk out of here with the win, David.
And this used to be a situation where you'd see offenses get very conservative, run the football. We gotta play safe. No. I'm putting the ball in my best player's hands, telling